Hey everybody, welcome to The Bottom Line. I'm Michael Noland. I knew it was going to happen. I told you it was going to happen. The Eagles have added yet more shows to their long farewell, goodbye, sayonara, hasta la vista, baby tour. All right, so first of all, I always have to make this clear. Whenever I make a video that might criticize a legendary classic rock band, and of course, the Eagles are exactly that. And I am a fan of this band. I have been from the outset. I have collected all of their albums over the decades in several formats, a couple of times when I've worn them out and have even kind of seen them live. But I'm a kind of calls them as I sees them kind of guy. And so even my greatest rock heroes are subject to my own personal criticism. And that's what this channel's all about. And we're going to have a discussion about the Eagles tonight, playing, of all places, the Las Vegas Sphere. And on top of that, we're also going to talk about what it will cost you to go see them in that hellhole. All right, so as many of you know, I've done videos on Don Henley criticizing his side of the story on his lawsuit that he has just recently gone through. I have criticized him for lip syncing at their live concerts, even going to the point of saying where there's smoke, there's fire. If he's lip syncing, some of them are probably already playing to backing tracks. Add that to the fact that they are now going to, in their dotage, hole up at a residency in Las Vegas, even extending the shows for this supposedly farewell tour. I have already said that when they extended this to 2024, don't wait for it to end there, folks. It'll creep its way into 2025, one way or another. And lo and behold, it appears that's exactly what the Eagles intend to do. So get ready for the summer of 2025, folks, because I think they'll be there. And how are they going to get there? Well, they're going to get there through the Las Vegas Sphere. You know, this band is in their dotage and they have to do a residency. And what better way to get there than to set up camp, relax, and rake in the bucks from the Las Vegas Sphere. Now, longtime viewers also know I don't have a whole lot of good to say about this Sphere. I've said in the past that it's nothing but a giant inside out and outside in television. It entertains the people in town, whether they're attending whatever's going on there, as well as the crowd inside. And you know what? It's a damn good thing it does have all of those screens, because have you seen pictures of the people attending this Sphere? They're always looking up, by the way, right? At the screens. But if you look at those pictures, whatever band is playing, most of the time these days it's been U2, they're about that big, all right? The stage is about that big. The individual members are even smaller. So where does that leave us, folks? Well, we have a venue that is about reality-oriented as Disneyland, and a classic rock band who are about as real as the venue that they're playing in. Now, the cost and the upkeep of the venue itself will tell you immediately you're gonna probably have to be at least pay top dollar to go see this band. And don't forget, there's the upkeep of Don Henley's ego. And so that's going to add to the ticket prices, obviously. Well, hold on to your hats, folks, because the ticket prices are, as you would think, pretty much astronomical. Now, I looked up what it would cost for 2 tickets. After all, if I were to go see a band, I would take my wife. And to tell you the truth, the low-end tickets aren't horribly priced, although still very, very high. So for section 49 of this venue, which is not only in the very last row and nosebleeds will ensue, but it's tucked away in the corner, would cost two people to go see the Eagles $398. And this whole last row goes even higher, up to $500 for two tickets. That's $250 for a nosebleed ticket. But these are our heroes, right? We want good seats, don't we? I know I do. Let's just check out how much the front row tickets are going for. Oh my goodness, not even in the front row. As far back as row 15, two tickets will cost you $4,985. Phew! I thought I was gonna have to pay $5,000 there for a moment. But the chicanery doesn't stop, folks. You get down to row 12, $6,669. But it's when you get to row 1. How much would it cost just for you to just look at them from your seat and to be able to see the perspiration on that liar, Don Henley? Oh, and that brings up another thing. What is too much? I've complained about Paul McCartney charging $5,000 a ticket, only for him to be topped by Bruce Springsteen to charge $8,000 a ticket. Well, those two are now pikers. The Eagles are now the new highest ticket price band in the universe that I'm aware of anyway. For row 1, it will cost you $9,375 for the pleasure. Now, I don't know about you, but I would have just a little bit of trouble coming up with that kind of cash. You know, back in the day, it wasn't uncommon for legendary rock bands to play free or to purposefully keep their ticket prices down for their fans. But that was a magical time, folks, and over the decades, bands have become less and less that. Yes, even your biggest rock heroes. Yet even these days, in the time of the $18 Big Mac, the Eagles are proving they're just as good as McDonald's. And even if you are in row 1, what do you get for that money? You get one Eagle. I've said that before. You can watch my other videos, but Joe Walsh and Timothy B. Schmidt were never appointed full membership in that band. So there's only one left, and he is lip syncing. So for your $9,000, you don't get the Eagles, you get the Mockingbirds, the Dirty Birds, the Bird Turds. But what would you expect from Disneyland? Back in the day, you didn't actually see Michael Jackson at that attraction. It was a film, and this is pretty much the same damn thing. The Las Vegas Sphere has nothing to do with reality, mark my words, because with those screens and new technology, you just watch them get into virtual reality entertainment. No freaking thank you. So my question to the tribe tonight is kind of a several-parter. All right, I want to know what you guys think of this venue to begin with. I know a lot of content creators that love the thing. More power to them. I don't care for it. And what do you think about the Eagles in general? What they have to offer? Are they even worth top dollar anymore? And what do you think about what is top dollar? There's another part of the question. And to top all of this off, what do you think about the Eagles and their residency at the Las Vegas Sphere? You know, I really hate it when my heroes disappoint me. And I haven't met too many of them in person. One hero that I actually got to meet, just real short, shook his hand and said, "Thank you for all the music you did." And of course, that was Alan Parsons. And it was in a very intimate concert, and thus me getting up there to see him, right? And I've got to tell you, you know, I miss the days when you actually could if you were persistent, to actually meet your heroes and to find out that they were actually decent people. You know, what I said to Alan Parsons, I know for a fact he had heard a million times, but it was true and it was honest, and I wasn't going to reinvent what I would say to him just so that I'd stand out in the crowd. I told him that I appreciated everything that he had done, that he had supplied me with a good half of my life with great quality music. I was always there to pick up his albums on the first day. Contrary to how a lot of rock icons react these days, he shook my hand, and firmly, by the way, and said, "Thank you very much. I do appreciate that." I'll tell you what, I wouldn't trade that intimate concert. It's definitely in the top 5 concerts just because it was so intimate that I've ever attended. But that doesn't seem to be the lay of the land anymore. More and more, and especially with younger concert goers, it's the fact that the band isn't who they really say they are. The fact that the band is, lip syncing or singing to or playing to backing tracks. Hell, it doesn't even matter if the band is 100% fake and you've got avatars of ABBA and Kiss My Ass up there. People will watch just about anything these days. And I am concerned for the younger generations of rock fans. What they seem to find acceptable a few decades ago would have been a career-ending move for these clowns. And as far as I'm concerned, these very rock icons are shooting themselves in the foot, because I'm not alone when I say that Don Henley, oh my God, his voice was wonderful. His songs were wonderful. His ability to work with a co-writer and co-team was wonderful. He was a hero of mine. He has become a shadow of himself, concerned only with what he can make, how long he can continue to fake out his audiences by lip syncing, and claim to be the Eagles when he's the only damn member left. You know, I used to look up to this guy. Now, he's not fit to shine my freaking shoes. All right, folks, that's the video for tonight. If you enjoyed it, please give me a thumbs up. Helps with channel growth. Channel's been growing like wildfire lately. I want to thank you guys for, joining the tribe. If you haven't, it's easy. All you have to do is hit that subscribe to the tribe button and tap that top bell icon. Got to do that. Otherwise, you don't get notified of my videos, and you have to wait for them to show up in your home feed. And sometimes that's not always the way it goes. Okay, folks, I'm Michael Noland. This is The Bottom Line, and you know what? Concerning The Bottom Line, I've given you my bottom line tonight, haven't I? But the discussion has just barely started. If you're new to this channel, check out the comments, man. You people are even talking to each other. 6 months ago, the inner dialogue wasn't what it is today. And you guys are getting to know each other, and you're talking. I mean, I'm going deep into these comments. It's amazing to see. And so when I talk about the bottom line, I usually mean I've given it as I see it, but the real bottom line is always in the comments. You guys are the star of this show. I'm the instigator, nothing more. And it's been really organic how these comments have grown. So organic, in fact, that I can't help but think we are the tribe.